Paul McCartney revealed what he would say to John Lennon and George Harrison if they were still alive today. John was fatally shot by Mark David Chapman at the age of 40 in 1980, and George died from cancer at the age of 58 in 2001. Both of their deaths caused an outpouring of grief across the world as Beatles fans came together to remember the icons. Paul frequently pays tribute to them, marking their birthdays on social media with messages, while he also uses his live performances to remember John and George and the music they made as a band. Paul McCartney was on reflective form in a 2024 documentary as he looked back at the Beatles' early days, how he wrote the group's songs, and what he would now want to say to John and George. Released on the streaming platform on November 29th last year, Beatles 64 captured Paul, John, George, and Ringo Starr's triumphant arrival in America in 1964. Having already tasted huge success in the UK and Europe, the band arrived in New York City on February 7, 1964, and were met by legions of fans. The band's iconic debut performance on The Ed Sullivan Show on February 9th of that year was seen by more than 73 million viewers across America and became the most watched television event of its time. The Disney documentary presented that spectacle while also telling an intimate behind-the-scenes story, showing the friendship of John, Paul, George, and Ringo as they arrived in the States and experienced unimaginable fame. Ringo and Paul featured in new interviews in the documentary, which also included contributions from fellow music legends Smokey Robinson, Ronald Isley, and Ronnie Spector. The film looked at the impact of the Beatles' music and how John and Paul's early lyrics about love resonated with young audiences across America. In one moment from the film, after he looked at a notebook with his handwritten lyrics for I Want to Hold Your Hand, Paul explained why he thinks their early songs became so successful. The Walton-born musician said, "Our early songs are all songs direct to the fans. It's all, love me do, or from me to you, she loves you. I think a lot of the fun we had making the songs and the records communicates itself." Later in the film, which also featured archive interviews with John and George, Paul was asked what he would say to his bandmates who are no longer with us, if he could.